dollars for my car, for my bike, for everything. Just a few more dollars.
Welcome to the episode, and as you can see, my journey to work is a long way. Not just tucking in a bit of pancakes.
Here I have the left rear guard wing, and what I do is the bottom here is all weak and split and no good, so I thought I cut it out, I'll make a new one. And here what we do is just scribe around, use a TIG tip, scribe around, and see I scribe the outside there, and I actually scribe the holes. See, I realise I need to push it in. Getting these wings ready for the car. And see, you scratch it up, pull it off, and then I decide to trim the outside of it. Can't actually see it, sorry folks. Anyway, I'm shielding the sparks away from the recording apparatus. And here we have just my finger file, and you think, oh well, that's old and worn out, but that's a real skinny one. You can get in real holes with that one. They're normally 13mm wide. Didn't come out. Rip. See, they're 13mm wide originally. Sometimes you get snagged on a hole and it splits it in half, and then you can get into small little crevices. Really handy machinery, folks. I've got the two trusty Black & Deckers there, you know, from Tool Station. They clean them up, and then there I linish away those scribed holes. Anyway, I'll do it again. Scribe them up later. That's a good plate. That's 1mm thick, that plate. But the trouble is, with my guard, with my wing, in a lot of spots where it's weak, it's only 1/2 thick. So I have trouble on this left rear guard, which I should have bought, probably in hindsight, new ones. But you know, sort of like on a budget. And I decided to clean them up, and you know, I just love doing this work, so I didn't want to throw them away. And so I drill these two large ones out. That's the largest drill size you can put in that without turning the end down. So that's 13mm, and that was an elongated hole, so I just used the Dremel and egg it out a bit. There we go, and use a piece of wood so it doesn't grab as much. Just working on the left front wing. It's all bare metal. I've done a few repairs on this one. Inside the headlight, I just put a plate on the outside. It was split here, and I put 3 tabs on here to strengthen it. Other than that, this is a good metal. It's the easiest one to weld on, this one. Didn't blow any holes or anything. This is the Craft. If you want to have a look. There, in there. I just got a weld an L bracket and a nut on there, so that's for the headlight, to pull, keep the headlight on. I ripped that one off because it was half busted. And up here, see, this one I elected not to do it. See the pitting? I gouged it all out with Dremel, and I'm just scuffing it up with 80 at the moment. And what I found is that the winter, after one day, it what we call flash rust. It'll rust overnight.
if you don't put a coating on it. So I've got 3 to paint now. I've already got 1 in epoxy, 3 more. Good step.
You don't have to let the money come between
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met, and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream. Where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage flame. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I belong to someday find that vintage love.
The update for the week, I was working on the guards. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But here's the body. It's the first time I got the shell out of the shed, and I'm really pushing forward now. All the minutes of the day, this is what I'm going to use. See here, I bare metaled it all, but it's gone a bit rusty. I didn't remember the epoxy was stolen, and now I've got it. So I fitted the guard. Look how strong it is. Really great shape. This is previously, whoever painted it, painted, and I think they use polyester. What polyester does is it doesn't shrink. High build, within 2 days it'll shrink, and then you're okay, right? So I have to blend this paint, and I'll be painting the whole car again, the whole car. And so here you have it. I've done all of patchwork in here. Gaps are pretty good, a little bit there, but other than that, all the way through it's good. So I have to do the inside. The inside here, this is where I reworked it. Remember, there was no bolt holes. I'll epoxy primer that, and I have to do a bit to the inside. And here, as you see, there's no bolt holes either. So I have to do that there. Hopefully I can do a bit quicker. that there as what I did to the other side. So I'm ready to seal this up now, seal it in epoxy, and then stop it from rusting and flash rusting and that. I've done wings, I've done 3 out of 4 painting them. There's one, and you just seal them up with epoxy primer. There it is there, beautiful on the inside. There's no need to put much filler in there. You just knock the dents out. Little bit of fill. I think I don't even need use filler, just high build. And here we have this one. It's the only one I have to paint. So I just take this one off, clean it up, and epoxy it. Thanks for hanging around. Great episode.
You don't have to let